right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. This is T. Gray, Vice President of Business Development for an exciting new project, Countdown4Freedom, doing my first opportunity presentation to share with you guys exactly what it is that we're putting together here. It's such an exciting time. Many of you have had the opportunity to see some of the initial launch presentations done by the CEO of this fantastic opportunity, none other than Holton Buggs himself. And today is my first opportunity to get out here and share with you guys today. For those of you who don't know me, I was born and raised in New York City, came up through the corporate ranks, just like many of you. I worked jobs and I was successful at that. I became a corporate executive, reached a point in my career where I decided I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to be my own boss. And maybe many of you have had that same story too. And so I turned to entrepreneurship, specifically the industry of network marketing. And for the first few years that I tried my hand at network marketing, I was like most people. I could not figure out a way to succeed. I couldn't make it work. I couldn't be successful. And it was becoming very, very frustrating. I was wondering if this was something that was for me. Fortunately, back in 2004, I had the blessing and the opportunity to meet a gentleman who became my mentor, who became my good friend, and his name is Holton Buggs. And at that point in time, he was having a disproportionate amount of success in the industry. He had figured out how to be successful. He had studied, he had learned, and he was getting great results. And you know what? What I appreciated most about him back in 2004 was that he was willing to share what he had learned with other people. And he taught me, and I was able to have success in the network marketing industry. So fast forward to today, what I love about what we're doing here is not only are we presenting a powerful opportunity, but one of the things that we absolutely believe is that the knowledge, the education, what it takes for you to create the level of success that you want to have for yourself and for your family. We want to make sure that that information is available to everyone. It doesn't matter what your goals are. Your goal might be to make some extra money. Your goal might be to create incredible wealth. What we're going to do by virtue of this opportunity is not only make it possible, but also teach you and show you exactly how to do it. That's really Holton Buggs' claim to fame, that he has been able to be a coach and a mentor and to share the knowledge and to share success tips that have been used to create success, not only by people who have worked with him directly in his own business, but by people all throughout the industry. And so I'm excited that we've reached a point in time where, after having success in several companies, Holton has decided, it's time to have his own company. And that is what we are in incredible pre-launch mode for right now. So let me go ahead and share with you the good news, the excitement that's creating a buzz all over the planet, literally all over the planet. I mean, every continent is buzzing. Just a couple of days ago, 5 a.m., I'm doing a web meeting with people in Australia who are excited about this. I'm telling you guys, folks, this is truly powerful, and it's an exciting, and your timing is perfect, because this is officially the fifth Zoom meeting that is being done. So, I mean, we literally did the first Zoom meeting on Monday, and now we're doing these twice a day. So if you're hearing this for the first time, your timing is powerful. Your timing is great. And, I'm excited for you. So the name of this opportunity, or I should say the code name for this opportunity, is Countdown for Freedom. Doesn't that just sound great? And I will tell you right now, yes, this company has a name. We are just saving that for the big brand reveal that will happen in March. And that's exciting. So you actually have an opportunity to be part of the pre-launch, the pre-enrollment period, and exercise a wealth concept called First Movers Advantage. So let's talk about what this is about. Well, it's time for the network marketing industry to evolve. As a person who has been in the network marketing industry for pretty much 2 decades, I can tell you that the world has evolved, and sometimes industries have got to catch up. And in my personal opinion and experience, it's been time for the network marketing industry to catch up to the rest of us in 2019, right? You know, the world is different, business is different, Amazon and eBay are different. And so the rules have changed. And in order to be able to create a real and compelling opportunity where absolutely every person has the opportunity to succeed, regardless of their skill level, that it's been a long time coming for the industry to provide that. And we're so excited that, you know, we're the ones that are bringing this to market. Now, our vision for this opportunity is to provide a true first-class consumer experience, you know, a customer-focused business where truly the incomes that are generated come from customers, real customers, not just people in the business, but customers that are not in the business, enjoying and using and having a very good experience with our products. As a matter of fact, we want to create the first PRIB, P-R-I-B, perpetual residual income builder. And what that means is that for those of you who choose to take this phenomenal journey with us, our gift to you is that we're going to work with you to create a perpetually growing residual income, and an environment where you bring customers to the table and we give them such a great experience that we can grow their relationship with us and the different ways that they transact with the company. We'll do that on your behalf, and you'll continue to have your income grow as we work together. In the old model, in the old paradigm of network marketing, you made money when customers use products and even sometimes services that they could actually obtain for less elsewhere, because network marketing required a markup for there to be commissions. And in that paradigm, the other piece to that is that the people who built the big teams, the strong recruiters, were the ones who would win. Well, in this new model that we're bringing to the table, first ever company to do this, we will all only make money when the customer saves money versus what they could spend someplace else. What a novel concept. And that's what we're doing. In this model, customers will save money versus the market. And that's how we're going to make money, by truly delivering a saving. So how are we going to bring this vision to the world? Well, it starts with an $8 trillion industry called travel. It starts with the opportunity to have $8 trillion of inventory that you could share with the world and create an incredible experience. Now, travel is a massive industry all over the world. You can see in Asia, they spend $6 billion a day. Europe, $4.8 billion a day. United States, $2.8 billion a day. Latin America, almost $1 billion a day. Africa, almost $500 million a day. So this is something that people do everywhere, all over the world. As a matter of fact, there are two reasons why people travel. The big number one reason is they have to. The number two reason is because they want to. But the bottom line is everybody travels. But here's the thing. There's a dirty little secret in the travel industry. The average person, when they're booking a trip, they search 12 to 30 different travel engines and travel booking sites. But here's the thing that they don't realize. Those sites are literally owned by the same two companies, right? It's really a big marketing game to see which sites look, feel, colors, functionality resonate with you the most, so that no matter what you choose, you end up doing business with one of these two companies. And what they don't do is they don't pass on the full discounts, right? Because there's public pricing, and then there's membership pricing, member-based pricing. And what the Priceline and Expedia and Travelocity and Orbitz, what they share is called public pricing. And they keep the pricing within a few dollars of each. Have you ever noticed that? They're all within a few dollars, and they just want to make sure that you end up using one of their sites no matter what. Here's what we do at Countdown4Freedom. We have actually behind the member prices that can only be delivered to people behind the login. And what we're doing is we're passing those savings on to our teammates here. So that's the first opportunity that you have to get the industry insider membership pricing. So there's really two parts to the travel opportunity. And we're going to talk about the first part right now, that's saving money. And then we're going to talk about the second part, which is making money. So, okay, so you got saving money and making money, which, by the way, they're both the same, right? They're both making money. So let's talk about the saving money part. That's the travel booking platform. So when you become a part of this team that we're building, this global team, this global Countdown for Freedom family, you're in the deal, you're part of the club, you get your very own travel booking site, okay? And what this travel booking engine will allow you to do is to access member prices that are literally up to 70% off of the retail prices, okay? So that's the first thing, and it's really exciting. I'm gonna show you some examples of that in just a minute. There's a few other cool things that happen when you're a member, when you're part of the team, when you're part of the family here at Countdown for Freedom. You can refer travel to our in-house travel agency, Extreme. We'll talk about them in a second, and you'll earn travel bonuses when you do that. You have access to discounted and exclusive experiences and member-only trip. You know, people like those special trips. You know, there's the opportunity to become a travel agent for the folks that want to do that. But the bottom line is, you have $8 trillion of travel inventory at your very fingertips. Now, but one of the things that makes this special is that behind it is a real travel agency, right? And that agency is called Extreme Travel. We're so excited about David Manning, who actually started Extreme Travel. This is an 18-year-old award-winning agency that has incredible respect throughout the travel industry. I mean, just take a look at these accolades: FunJet Platinum member, Carnival Cruise Lines Pinnacle Club, Royal Caribbean Royal Family, Norwegian Cruise Lines President's Club. I mean, you can see this. This is a real bona fide, respected agency with some clout in the industry. And just, by the way, this is what most companies that have tried to do travel and network marketing are lacking. They're lacking the backing of a solid travel entity in the background that is making sure that things are real. But now here's what happens when you use this travel booking engine. You get access to some incredible prices. And I remember when this was brought to us, and, you know, just kind of a little bit of background, folks. I wasn't always this excited about travel, and neither was Holton Buggs and most of the leaders. And the reason is we've all done it before. And, you know, for each of us, small amounts of money. You weren't really going to save that much money, and you were going to make small amounts of money. Pennies on pennies is the way we would describe it. But the first thing that kind of woke us up is when our good friend Peter brought this to us, and we saw this for the first time. We were at Holton's house. It was 10:30 at night, and Peter said, "Hey, let's pull up two computers and let's start doing comparisons." And the discounts kept blowing our minds. We didn't have any place to go at that time, but we just kept searching destination after destination, city after city. And I promise you, we searched your city because we wanted to make sure that this was something that would be available worldwide. And we just kept being incredibly impressed with the savings. So here's an example on the left. This is a search that we did for New York City. And this is a 4.5 star hotel, downtown New York City. And by the way, you're asking, why don't we have the names on there? Because part of our agreement is that we won't be plastering, you know, these direct comparisons all over social media. And the first time we did this, we actually had the hotel names on there, and guess what? They got plastered all over social media. So we said, okay, let's be responsible because we want to protect this. So this first one is a 4.5 star hotel, New York City. And here's what happened. Expedia, $339 a night for that room. And guess what? On our site, our iGo engine, $178 a night, $161 savings. What could you do with $161 extra in your pocket hanging out in New York City? And so we said, okay, well, New York is cool. Let's go to Paris. So we took a look at Paris and we said, let's do Travelocity this time. Well, same hotel, same room, Travelocity, $440. Guess what? $130 on your site. That's a $310 savings. As a matter of fact, as you can tell from these funky curtains behind me, I'm not at home, right? Because my wife would never have funky curtains like this. I'm actually in a hotel. I'm actually at a really great hotel, a 4-star hotel, downtown Dallas, the Hilton Anatole. And guess what? We got this hotel to stay here tonight. Last minute search, $107. Guess what? The same hotel, same night, priced on Orbitz, was $280 a night. So look at that savings that we're able to generate, over 50% savings for the hotel that I'm in. As a matter of fact, these savings are even beyond hotels. They include rent-a-cars. Here's a rent-a-car search, $392 on rentalcars.com, $221 for the same rental, same class of car on our site. And then there's this thing called Weeks, and Weeks competes with Airbnb and vacation rental by owner. It's just amazing the places you can go and stay for a week for so little money. I mean, because we're just getting our minds blown over and over again. And so on hotels.com, this week stay here, $1,215 for the week in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. And look here, $712 for the same search, a savings of $500 on our site. And so, of course, we started to use it, and our friends started to use it. And here are some of the travel confirmation emails from different friends. And we blocked out the names to protect the innocent. So, one of them, if we start from the left, that's a hotel, Salt Lake City, Utah, the Sheraton Hotel, $848 savings for that trip. The second one, again, Utah, $500 savings for that trip. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, not only are they saving money, they are also earning reward credits. And when you accumulate enough reward credits, you can cash those in and use them for free travel. So not only are you saving money, but you're also earning. This is crazy. Okay, this next one here, I'm excited about, because this is the very first time this particular individual used the site to come to our city, Houston, Texas, where we live, to come see us, and their savings is literally almost $1,000. There was at 30 cents, a little bit less than 30 cents short of $1,000 savings to come stay in the fourth largest city in America. Now, the last one, we didn't block the name because it was Holton Buggs himself. He's like, man, go ahead and put it out there. And this is a trip that he took, his first time using this. He saved $1,589 on his trip and earned almost 1,700 reward points. So needless to say, we're excited about the first part of this, which is the saving money part. But, and before I get to the making money part, I just want you to know this thing has, the travel site has even more features. It's really a feature-rich site, whatever it is that you want to do. Of course, we got hotels and rent-a-cars. And by the way, we have flights. There are no discounts on flights. I know you're about to ask, and you're about to put that in our Facebook chat. What about flights? Nobody has discounts on flights, folks. The airline industry is working on margins that are this thin. So that, it's just really here so that you don't have to go someplace else and book your flights, because we want to make sure you have a great experience. But you do get great rates on cruises and the homes. You got to see that. That's incredible. These luxury curated homes where you have a butler and all that kind of stuff. It's amazing how that can be accessible to you. The weeks, as I mentioned before, and then there's this marketplace with things like the wine club and the restaurant discounts. I mean, I live in a city called Houston, Texas. There's nothing but restaurants, and it was pretty cool to see the number of restaurants in Houston that are listed in there, where you can actually get access to major discounts at these great restaurants. On top of it all, we have this 110% price match guarantee. You find the rate lower someplace else, not only will we match it, but you'll get a refund of an additional 10% to make sure that we're beating it. So the saving money part is a hands down winner. And this part by itself is literally being sold at resorts for thousands of dollars. You know, our good friend Peter just came from a resort in Mexico where they have these presentations. They ring the bell every time somebody signs up, and every time they get a sale. And they were selling literally the same version of this site along with a discount to keep coming back to their resort. And it was $9,000. And literally 4 out of 10 people that were there were signing up. So what we're delivering here is incredible value for nothing even close to that. Plus, on top of it, it's not just the opportunity to save money. There's a powerful opportunity to make money. And this is the part that really blew our minds. Okay, so we thought that the saving money part was cool because we knew that we travel. We knew that we were going to be traveling. And, you know, if you're faced with traveling, let me ask you the question. What would you rather pay, more or less? Right? You got to be crazy to say, I want to pay more. Everybody wants to pay less. And so we wanted to pay less. We thought that was cool. But as we started to dig into this, we found a hidden jewel. And this jewel is something that no one in the industry has. And it creates an opportunity that has not been seen in our industry. It creates a powerful wealth building opportunity for everyone, and it's something that everyone can do. So I want you to pay attention to this, because here's what we do. We have the opportunity, you know, to have a program called Boomerang. And what does a boomerang do, right? So a boomerang, you throw it out and it comes back, right? Well, in this particular case, we're throwing out savings, and when it gets out there and it helps people save money, it comes back to you in the form of revenue, of money. So here's what happens. You get to give customers. Now, who's a customer? A customer is a person who's not part of the deal. Or they're not in the club. They didn't buy in to be a part of Countdown4Freedom. They are truly just an outside person who loves to travel, who wants to travel, and who would like to save some money. And what we're going to do is we're going to give them the hookup, right? We're going to give them their very own Boomerang site. It looks very, very similar to yours. It operates the same way, but guess what happens? It actually gives them 50% of the available discount. And so they're excited, right? Because they're saving 50% up to 50%. Sorry, let me say it correctly. They're saving 50% of what you would save. So whatever the savings are that you would see on your member site, they'll see half of that savings. So they're still saving versus Travelocity, Orbitz, Expedia, et cetera. So they're happy, but they're only seeing half the saving, and the other half is what actually creates a revenue event for you and for the compensation plan. Okay, you don't have to use your imagination. We're going to show you how it works. Okay, so we did this search to show you how it can work. This is a search for a beautiful all-inclusive resort in Mexico, Playa del Carmen. And if you did this particular search on your site, you would see a 70% discount in this particular case. You would have saved over $3,000, almost $3,400 on this particular trip. But your customer that you gave a Boomerang site to would see half of that savings. So they wouldn't see 70%, they would have seen 35%. They wouldn't have seen almost $3,400 savings. They would see $1,699.50 savings. Let me ask you a question. If you didn't see the left side and you only saw that you could save $1,699.50 versus what you could find on Travelocity, Orbitz, Expedia, would you be happy? Of course. So your customer is happy. They're getting a great deal. But since they're only getting a discount that's half of what you would get, that creates revenue. When they complete their trip, 50% of the savings that they experience comes to you in the form of a travel savings bonus. So you're going to earn $849.75 for helping them save money on their trip. Isn't this an incredible concept? Your friends saved money versus they spent less than they could pay at someplace else. They went and had a good trip, and you made an $850 just about commission in this case. On top of that, we're going to take some more of that money and we're going to put it into the compensation plan so that there's the opportunity here to earn money on two types of travel customers. your customers and your team's customers. So you can earn travel savings bonuses on the savings from your customers and on the savings from all the customers that your team goes out there and gets. Let me show you how that works. You don't have to use your imagination. Now, by the way, before we get to the team stuff, somebody said, you know what? There you go with that team stuff. I'm not a recruiter. I'm you said at the beginning that in the old model, the only people who won were the big recruiters, and I'm definitely not one of those big recruiters. Okay, well, check this out. We have one of the things we're so excited about is that we can deliver here the opportunity for a person to truly build an income on just getting customers without even building a team. Isn't that powerful? So in this particular example, the question is, do you believe that you could go and share a free website with 10 people? Okay, because that boomerang site costs the customer nothing. There's no upfront fee to the customer. There's no monthly fee to the customer. All they have to do is use it. When they're going to book a trip, search their own site, right? Because this is not one where they're going to use your site. That doesn't work that way. We're going to give them their own site, and all they have to do is use it. Now, could you share this with 10 people? Could you find 10 people that would rather pay less than pay more, right? Could you find 10 people that would like to stay at 4- and 5-star hotels and resorts and travel in, first class for, 2- and 3-star prices? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give 10 people that. And by the way, if you feel like you could do that, if you could share this blessing of travel savings with 10 people and it didn't cost them anything, and just give them their own site, just go ahead and type in the chat, in the comments, if you're on Zoom, if you're on Facebook, just type, I could do that. I could do that. Okay. So if you could do that, type, I could do that. So here you are, you got 10 customers. Let's suppose those 10 customers took one trip per year, just one, right? Now, they're not crazy travelers and going every week like we do. No, they're going one trip a year, and they're going to save an average of $600. All right, so not $16.99 like we showed in that Mexico example, just an average of $600. Some are going to save less, some are going to save more, right? So we saved about $200 a night on this trip, and but then we have some trips we save over $1,000. So that's how that average works. In this particular case, that's a total savings of $6,000. And remember what happens with your personal boomerang customers. What do you get? Half of the savings. So in this particular case, you just created an extra $3,000 of income for yourself, paid in dollars, because somebody asked that. It wasn't paid in dollars, right? So what do you have to do in your job to make an extra $3,000? That could be so hard. How much overtime do you have to work? Who do you have to like that you don't really like? So this is really cool. But you know what? Somebody said, I could do more than that. And if you think you could do more than that, why don't you go ahead and type that in the chat group? Say, I could do more than that, because maybe you could do 100. Maybe you could say, I'm going to make this a project. I'm going to get 10 customers a month. there's going to be some folks who are going to get 100 customers in their first month. As a matter of fact, we've got some folks who have already pushed out there to acquire over 1,000 customers. So this is really exciting, and it's not difficult to do, and we're going to teach you how to do this in a way that creates value for those customers so they actually use the sites. But imagine you had 100 customers, took one trip a year, saved $600. That's a total savings that you created, that you bless people with, of $60,000. That's $30,000 of income to you. For some people, that just got them out of their job. But you know what? Somebody said, I like this customer thing. I could do that. I don't have to ask anybody for money. I can just help people save money. I'm gonna make a business out of this. I'm gonna go out there and develop 1,000 customers, and 1,000 customers take on average one trip a year, and on average save $600 per trip. And that creates a total savings of $600,000 amongst those customers. And half of that comes to you as a travel savings bonus. You just earned $300,000 just by getting customers and without building a team. We shared that with folks, and it is literally just messing up their minds, because they're like, you know what? For the first time, they've been like, I've been trying network marketing for all these years. I've sold everything, every lotion, potion, shake, whatever, and I'm not putting any of that stuff down because I did it. and I was successful at it. But it wasn't without its challenges. But people are looking at this and saying, I can do this. At a minimum, I can build a customer business. Now, here's the thing. The thing that Holton Buggs taught me back in 2004, though, was he taught me how to build a team. He taught me how to build with principles. He taught me how to build with structure. He taught me how to create an environment where people had success. And when you do that, you're able to build a team. And because of that teaching, I was able to build some large teams. And I've watched him teach other people to build truly massive teams. And so what if we could teach you how to build a team? What if this just wasn't just a business where we did travel? What if part of the fun was you got empowered? What if part of the fun was we shared the secrets with you, the secret sauce to show you how to be successful? If you want that information, go ahead and type that in the group. Say, you know what? I want to know. I want to know. Teach me. I remember this move. I'm going to date myself. You guys are going to start to figure out, some of you are going to figure out exactly how old I am now. But when I was growing up, there was this movie where this guy wanted to learn how to dance, and he's yelling across the club to this girl, teach me some moves. Well, you know what? If you would like to learn how to build a large residual income and learn how to build a team, why don't you type in the chat, teach me some moves, okay? Now let me show you. We're gonna have some fun today. So let me show you some examples of what could happen if you learn those moves, if you learned how to build a team. So what if you could learn how to build a team of 1,000 TSAs? And that's what we call everybody who's part of the family here, a TSA, a travel savings ambassador. Yeah, because we're an ambassador for helping people save on the most fun thing that they could possibly do, which is travel. And so here we have 1,000 people on your team, and we're going to create a 10 customer culture on your team, because we just agreed that everybody can get 10 customers. So you have 1,000 people with 10 customers, and that means you have 1,000 customers. Boomerang out to 1,000 customers. Now, let's assume that, those 10,000 customers. Let's assume that those 10,000 customers only take one trip per year, average savings, $600. So what that means, by the way, is that your 1,000 people are making an awful lot of travel savings bonuses. You have what's called a happy team. They are making money. They are loving it. And this is actually throwing $12,600 of business volume into the compensation plan. And you, as the team builder, let's say that your average override is 10%. Well, in this scenario, you're earning $1,260 a day, $37,800 a month, $453,000 a year. We call that a conservative example, right? Somebody said, I only think I could do a team half of that. No problem. Cut all the numbers in half. And in that case, you'd be earning, close to $20,000 a month and a little bit over $200,000 a year. Either way, super exciting. But some of you realize, I can do more. And some of you have done more, because we have people who are coming from other companies where, they built big teams, but they didn't earn this type of money. And they built big teams and they had to keep rebuilding those teams over and over again, which is my story. But what if you could do this? And by the way, here's the thing about the rebuilding teams. Even if people quit, who doesn't go anywhere? Those customers. Because we can't think of a single reason why a customer would stop using a site that was delivering them travel savings, that was giving them fun at a discount, right? So even if the person who gave them the site says, I'm not going to build a business anymore, no problem. They still leave behind all these excellent customers. So in this particular example, the moderate example, let's say you build a team of 10,000 travel savings ambassadors, and they still get 10 customers apiece. Well, now you got 100,000 customers, and we've got folks who are going to do this. They're going to do this in their first 90 days, okay? Some folks are going to do this maybe in their first 30 to 45 days. So here's what happens. One trip a year is 100,000 trips. Average $600 savings. It's an average of $115,000 a day of volume going into your business. At 10% override, you're earning $11,500 a day, $345,000 a month, $4 million a year. This is achievable. This is achievable because of the nature of what we do. Savings is infinite. We can have tons of people. There's no limit to the number of people that we can have saving money. That's our product, saving money. Now, for the big builders out there, we said, let me show you what happens if you can build a team of 100,000 people or even bigger, and you have this 10 customer culture in your group, right? That's 1 million customers. That's 1 million trips a year at an average $600 savings. You've got $1.15 million of volume going through your business every day on average. And if your average payout is 10%, that's $115,000 a day, $3.4 million a month, over $41 million a year. And I'm going to tell you this, Holton has said it, I'm going to back him up on this. Mark our words. Within 3 years, we will have people in this company earning over $1 million a month just from this aspect of how you get paid at Countdown for Freedom. That's why the Countdown for Freedom is on in such a major way. It's so exciting what we're doing here. And you guys are seeing this at just the right time. Again, remember, this is presentation number 2, 4, 5. This is presentation number 5. And you actually have the opportunity. And some of you guys are seeing this early in the day. For some of you in different parts of the world, it's later at night. But for those of you who it's earlier in your day, guess what? You've got an advantage because we're going to do this again tonight. Okay? I'm back up tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern in the United States. Calculate that for your time zone. But I want to challenge you, come back with everybody that you can muster. They got to watch this live at 8 o'clock. We'll be swinging for the fences and showing people the Countdown for Freedom. All right, so now here's what's happening. We're in this in-between mode as we're starting to launch, and we're pre-launching with a special in-between compensation program. And it's designed to help you create your first week story, your first month story. And what we've done is we've taken the entire compensation plan and we've put it all in the Fast Start bonus, okay? So we've got a unilevel Fast Start that says that you can earn an accelerated amount of money for getting your team together. And I can tell you right now, without going into the details of this, that this is going to create, just this part here during pre-launch is going to create some really nice checks as people get going and start teeing themselves up for when we actually go ahead and get rocking full steam with our full-blown compensation plan, as well as our binary dual team structure for people to succeed. So how do you get started in the Countdown for Freedom? Okay, the first part is just like kind of an going on airline, you go on standby. Okay, so standby is your enrollment pack. This is where everybody starts on standby. $49.95 gets you in the door, in the airport, sitting in the waiting area, hoping to get on a flight. Okay, so what do you got here? You get your Boomerang customer site. So you're going to get a site, right? And by the way, everyone's sites are going to be issued on our official pre-launch date of March 11th. That's when your sites are going to get turned on. So if you're on standby, your site is going to be a Boomerang customer site. So you're going to see half of the available discount. You'll be a customer of the person who brought you in. And you'll have 5 boomerangs that you can send to people, because we believe everybody should have the experience of sharing savings. You can refer travel to Extreme Travel. So you might have a church group or a wedding group that's looking to book a trip. You can actually refer them to our travel agency and they will share 25% of the referral commissions to you. We're going to give you an interactive presentation tool. Because you know what? So many people say, I can't present like Holton or you or these other leaders. Don't worry, you won't have to. We have designed the most incredible interactive presentation tool. Everybody we show it to goes, you know what? I could win with that. Imagine being able to just go on your phone real quick, send someone a presentation that does all the talking for you, presents in a fun and interactive way, and they learn everything that we're sharing with you right now. Okay, so you get that tool when you go on standby for $49.95, and you get your back office. We call it your TSA online management office, management system, and all of that is part of that. But you still are not fully in the game. Remember, what is standby? Standby is sitting in the seats, watching the board, hoping they call your name saying, hey, you can get on the plane. So that's the next part. You can get on the plane by purchasing an optional promotional package. And we've got 3 of them: coach class, business class, or first class. If you choose to fly coach class with Countdown for Freedom, code name, remember that, you're going to get the travel booking engine. So now you're going to get excited, right? But now it's a limited version because you have access to the hotels, the flights, and the rent-a-cars. If you do business class, you get access to all of that, plus cruises. And if you do first class, you get everything. You get the full-blown travel booking engine, iGo booking engine experience, okay? That in and of itself is enough reason to fly first class. But on top of that, your boomerang business building money earning opportunity is going to adjust based on which class you choose. So if you choose to fly coach class, you're going to be able to send out 10 boomerangs to people. And you will be able to earn 50% of any travel savings bonuses coming from those boomerangs. Okay. Now you can have more if you do business class. You get 25 boomerangs and you can earn the full commission, but only on the hotels and the rental cars. If you do first class, you get 50 boomerangs and you can earn the full commission on everything that is boomerang commissionable on there. All right. Anything that we can do a travel savings bonus on, you will be able to earn the commission on that. Okay. Now, also, as we're starting to build out our structure, which is going to be a dual team structure, your percentage on a promotional basis will be able to increase from 10% all the way up to 20% on first class. That's a limited Founders Club promotion, right? So that's an earnings accelerator. Also, we're going to have luxury experiences to become available. If you do first class, you're going to find out about them first, 2 weeks before everybody else. If you do business class, you'll find out about them second, a week before everybody else. And if you do coach class, you'll get it in the general release. Okay. So here's what you're looking at: $250 for coach class, $500 for business, $1,000 for first. That's in addition to your $49.95 standby. Okay. Also, in select areas, coach class will carry a $49.95 a month subscription fee on top of the $250, and business and first will carry a $99.95 a month subscription fee. Okay, so that keeps your opportunity, all your good stuff running. So we encourage you guys, join the family. Already, we have so many people that just in our first 4 presentations that tried to join, they broke our enrollment system. They broke it. And we fixed it, we patched it up, we put it back up, they broke it again. So this is really exciting. And we'll be opening up that enrollment system a little bit later today. We're fixing some things and tweaking some things so that everybody can get positioned in the Countdown for Freedom. Let me just go over the schedule with you real quick and we can wrap up this call. As I mentioned, we started doing these calls. We started our pre-launch promotion on February 18th. That was Monday, 2 days ago. And what we're working toward is our big brand reveal. I told you we had a name. It's not Countdown for Freedom. That's our code name, right? Which is a really cool code name, by the way. Holton's got like caps and shirts, and I was just giving him a hard time yesterday. I'm like, bro, really? Where's everybody else's caps and shirts? But in any event, you got 3/8 is the VIP liftoff party at Holton's home in Houston, Texas. He has an amazing home. When you have the level of success that he's had, you get to enjoy the lifestyle that comes along with that. And he's got an amazing home. He's never, ever, ever used his home for an event like this. And it's so exciting that now that he's owns his own company, this is truly a special moment in time. We're going to have a VIP party, and we're going to, at that point in time, show everybody the name, show everybody the branding. And that's, of course, VIP invitation only. Some of you guys can actually earn an invitation from the VIPs who are already invited. So get with the people who invite you to see this and ask them, what are the criteria that have been established for you to potentially earn an invite to that exclusive party? Now, on March 9, we're going to have our big global liftoff event, and that's open to everybody. We're going to do a big event live in Houston, Texas. We are literally, somebody asked me, how close are we to booking the hotel? We are first in goal. It's literally just about there. We got to sign the contract, and then we can tell you exactly where it is. We got a bigger room than we anticipated because so many people said, I'm coming to Houston. And if you can get to Houston, you want to be there for our first true opportunity presentation and training with Holton Buggs himself, showing people how to truly make success of this. And by the way, all of you guys who live in Houston, see, look at that. There's a blessing, right? Now, on March 11, that's when the system is really going to be turned on live. Like right now, what we're doing is kind of like, lining people up. If you get signed up right now, you're going to get charged to $49.95. You'll choose your pack, but you won't get charged for your pack until 3/11. So $49.95 will get charged now, but your pack won't get charged till Monday, March 11. And that's when we'll have our unilevel fast start system will go live that week. And we're kicking off something called Mission 10,000, Mission 10K, which is that week alone between March 11 and March 18, we're going to enroll minimally 10,000 new people into this brand new, exciting opportunity to change lives all over the world. So I couldn't be more excited. I had some other opportunities that were rocking and rolling. When Holton said, hey, it's time to run, I'm like, I'm done. I'm with you, man. Where are we going, right? And so I'm excited to be a part of this, serving you guys at the corporate level, right alongside Holton Buggs. We've got some great leaders that are part of this deal. We even have companies now starting to call us to find out how they can become part of what we're doing. So the excitement is out there, the buzz is out there, and we'll have that enrollment site rocking for you guys later today. But what I want to challenge you to do, 10 people, show T. Gray some love. I'm gonna go to work for you tonight at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Let's load up the call. Let's load up the Zoom lines. Let's load up the Facebook Live. Let's break all the records that we've already established. I mean, we've had already a few that have had nearly 3,000 people between individuals that were on and people who had rooms of people watching at the same time. So let's see what we can do for tonight. I want to be proud of you guys. Let's rock and roll. God bless you guys. Welcome to the Countdown for Freedom. This is T. Gray signing out.